back in the Papero, back on the Panamericana.
The best part of the trip is the wonderful, wonderful people that we meet. We are on Chiloé! They say you should see dolphins from here.
And we've got white wine as well to go with the risotto, so perfect.
4, 3, 2, 1.
We're Luca and Giulia, and this is our adventure. This episode tells an important story for us, the core reason we travel. We find family in Chile and share magical moments with people met on the road, including celebrating our first Christmas in the Southern Hemisphere. We also explore the beautiful island of Chiloé and meet up with other Overlanders before closing off a special holiday season with an awesome New Year's party, Chilean style. Come with us.
Hello!
Back in the Papero, back on the Panamericana.
Going south to the island of Chiloé. We just left the town of Osorno in Chile, where we spent about 48 hours with our Chilean family. I don't know if we've properly told the story, so I'm gonna tell it now. We were chilling on this beach on a lake. We'd already stayed a couple of nights. We planned to stay another night and then move on. And this family comes. It's 2 parents, 2 kids, and a dog.
The dog pooped in front of the Papero. And they were like a bit embarrassed, like, oh, sorry.
We started chatting with them. They were immediately very, very, very friendly. 15 minutes into our conversation, they decided to invite us over to their place for asado. We always say yes to invitations like this. We followed them to their cabin, which is like their house in the countryside, in a beautiful property. They have this cabin that they built themselves. We made asado together, spent the evening together, playing with the kids and chatting with the parents. Such a good time, such a natural time, as if we'd known each other for years. We spent the night there and then we spent the following day with them. We are on the property of our favorite Chilean family. Our guides are right there, leading us to the potatoes.
Emma is leading. Emma the dog.
Emma the dog is leading. ¿Crees que sí?
Esta es la papa madre, hijita, pero mira, lo importante es que esto está limpio, mira, está blanquito. ¿Viste?
Sí.
Entonces no estaba tan mal, algo le pasó acá arriba, pero como la vamos a volver. ¿Le damos otra oportunidad?
Sí.
Ya.
Sí. ¡Emma, mira!
¡Emma, ataca!
Feels a bit like home.
We went to this place that's on their property. There's this river that flows through the property. We spent the day there. The kids were playing in the river and we played with them. And yeah, we just had an awesome day there. Buen viaje! Ciao! So this is our camp for tonight, and it's a very special one because it's on the private property of our friends next to this beautiful river. As usual, the best part of the trip is the wonderful, wonderful people that we meet. They left us with this beautiful place and hopefully we're gonna see them again. They invited us for New Year's, so it would be really cool to be there. I'm gonna go to rest soon. Oh. We spent a night and a day and another night in it by this river in this awesome place. They said you need to come if you're going south. We're on the way in Osorno. You need to come visit us in Osorno. We came, they hosted us at their house, took us to a restaurant, we played with the kids the whole day, we went for a walk with the kids alone. Like the trust that these people put in us, I am shocked. I'm glad because I think we're trustworthy people, but
Their friends also said, you are crazy to them.
yeah, just taking in 2 complete strangers from very far away in their home. But I think it's just so nice that they did it. Also so educational for the kids. This experience has been so incredible. I don't think a lot of people make it. I feel like we're really, really blessed. Feeling very, very, very grateful right now. Chiloé! Yay! It's incredibly beautiful here. There's all these yellow flowers everywhere. And the Papero is seeing the Pacific Ocean for the first time!
The Isla Grande de Chiloé is one of Chile's and South America's largest islands and part of the archipelago of the same name. The name means place of seagulls in an old indigenous language. Described as a distinct enclave linked more to the sea than the continent, it does look remarkably different from the rest of Chile, both in its natural and human-made landscape.
We've arrived at our spot in Chiloé. There's another vehicle, German. We already met Udo. Very, very nice. Now we're taking a walk to go to the beach. We're on a cliff and here's the beach. And they say you should see dolphins from here. Dinner with a view.
Just got up, already saw dolphins.
Yeah, we haven't even drunk our coffee yet. Amazing.
Look at them. Yeah.
So we're here with Udo. He's absolutely amazing and he showed us his truck. It's the most beautiful build I've ever seen. I will show you. Alles von Udo selbst gebaut.
Hier habe ich übrigens meine Außendusche.
Ah, wie
Hier kann
schön.
ich mich eben draußen duschen.
Ich gehe mal kurz rein. Ich will das auch.
Ja.
Like, look at this. This is like so perfect. And a kitchen, so many windows, even one just above your head when you sleep. And here's some like workstation, and here's the bathroom also with a window. And look at the view, please. You can go in from the inside, and here's the driving area. So cool. So, what did you think of Udo's truck?
Definitely the most beautiful truck we've ever seen. So I really like the actual model, my favorite one. And the interior is insane. He built it himself. He's an engineer, so he has the right amount of technology. For example, he does not have lithium batteries, which I personally also do not like for traveling, because they're more delicate than gel batteries, for example. So yeah, congrats, Udo.
Later that day, we sat on the cliffs with Udo to admire the incredible show that the dolphins put up in the water. We couldn't really tell if they were feeding or just playing, but they were hundreds, and we really enjoyed looking at them for hours.
Cutting some veggies. We're gonna make a carbonara with zucchini with a wonderful sunset in front of us. Meanwhile, we got some company. More travelers. And Udo. We're 3 vehicles now. It's nice. It's getting colder. Sun has set. And we're having a very lovely time. Dinner and Glühwein, some mulled wine, with our neighbors. And it's really nice. Here we are, back on our beach. It's great today. The water is very calm and there's a lot of activity. We saw many dolphins this morning. This weather just gives a very cozy, Christmassy atmosphere, so really can't complain. We made hot chocolate.
It's raining again.
Yeah, it's super cozy. It's so Christmassy. I love it.
Christmas lights, and we have our new lights just for the vibes.
Yeah.
Don't need it right
No,
now.
no, just for the vibes. Amazing.
When the rain paused, we got out of the Papero and went for a walk to the nearby Faro Corona. It looked beautiful and mysterious in the grey weather. Later, to warm ourselves up, we joined our new Dutch friends in their van.
Round 2 of glühwein. Like Christmas traditions not getting lost on this side of the world. Hello.
The next day, our Dutch friends left, and our Aussie friends arrived, ready to celebrate Christmas all together. It was our first one in the Southern Hemisphere, and we were happy to have their guidance.
Our Christmas meals involved a lot of seafood. So Giulia and Imar went to the market in Ancud to shop, and then it was a party.
And we took a walk to the beach. Really, really pretty. So, Christmas Eve, and it looks fantastic. Udo is having his hot chocolate. Here's some fish. Here's some potatoes. Here's mulled wine. Here's some more fish. This looks great. And what a beautiful light. It looks unreal. The Christmas present is no wind. Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas.
It's a wonderful day. It's a beautiful place. We've already had some very Christmassy gathering moments.
Pan de Pasqua and hot chocolate.
Yes, this morning. We'll have lunch relatively soon, the Aussie way, so we'll have a lot of seafood. All right, so we have these giant crabs.
You just put it in the water.
So this is a Southern Hemisphere Christmas lunch. We're having seafood. So here now it smells delicious. We're gonna have mussel soup. Hello. Here we are. It's the day after Christmas. We spent a very beautiful day on the cliffs with all of our friends. But the night brought a not so pleasant surprise because both of us are pretty sick. We got food poisoning probably from the seafood. Spent most of the morning sleeping. Now Luca is feeling a little bit better. He can drive. And I say I'm feeling better, good enough to make a video. We've decided to leave the spot where we spent almost a week. So now we're driving on Chiloé and we're looking for a good spot to camp, possibly with fresh water nearby.
We did find a good place to rest next to a river. The next day, we were feeling better and ready to explore.
Primarily, the eastern side of Chiloé is inhabited, as it is more protected by the fierce winds of the Pacific Ocean. We visited the town of Dalcaue and its Jesuitic church, which together with others around the island is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. After admiring the famous Palafitas in Castro, the capital of Chiloé, we moved to the wilderness of the western side and its beautiful beaches.
Good morning! We are leaving Chiloé. We're going back on continental Chile. We're meeting our virtual friends from Yak Overland. Have haven't met them in person yet, but we know each other from social media. Our roads are coinciding in Puerto Montt, so we're meeting around the area, cooking something, easy on our stomachs, but still cooking something together. And maybe if we make it work, we might even do a 6 people gathering with our Aussie friends.
Back on mainland.
Woohoo! I see some volcanoes. That's the Volcan Osorno. Amazing, incredible shape. And we're going there. Excited?
Yes.
We saw something.
I saw a spare wheel on the back on a car in front of us, quite far away, and only travelers have a spare wheel in the back.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, it's white. It looks like a Defender, and we're going to meet a white Defender.
There it is. Does it look like a Defender driving on the wrong side?
Together with Ellie and David, we joined Emar and Connor at a beautiful lake spot crowded with locals. We had an awesome afternoon all together, and as we started making dinner in the evening, we were the only ones left.
Oh, nice. What we got here?
We're making some tomato soup, which is very exciting.
Little starter for the risotto.
I guess it's kind of British.
Yeah, and we've got white wine as well to go with the risotto, so
Perfect.
The next day, we said goodbye to the Aussies, and together with Ellie and David, we drove to a familiar place.
Yeah, for us.
Perfect.
that's what you want.
We put up some creative setup with the Defender. And yeah, it looks pretty good. And yeah, we're back at Pebble Beach.
Pebble Beach.
Oh, we should put like a little bit of olive oil.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Lemon was such a good idea.
I'm glad everybody was into the lemon idea.
And how you pour the wine.
Oh yeah, wine pouring.
I obviously can't take any credit for the soup, that was...
Oh, these are with lemon too. It's a lemon feast. That's amazing.
And the tea.
Rain's a bit heavy, huh?
Oh, it smells good.
It's time to say goodbye. That's a bit sad. But yeah, it's always a bit sad when you say goodbye.
Especially because this time we know we won't see each other for
A
year and a half at least. They're going north, they have less time than we do, and we're going south.
But it was a very, very sweet time together.
Yes.
We're really happy we got to do that.
We enjoyed it a lot, and we'll definitely meet again in future,
Yes.
either in the UK or in Tuscany.
Yes.
Back on the farm.
Yeah, I'm very familiar here. Back on the farm of our adoptive Chilean family. It's the 31st of December, so we're gonna celebrate New Year's Chilean style, campy with them by the beautiful river.
Oscar and Maria have established this annual tradition, inviting all their neighbors to their beautiful spot by the river, where they set up a New Year's camp for a couple days. 10 adults and 10 children, we spent a wonderful time fishing and playing in the river, relaxing in the sun, grilling asado, and most of all, eating a lot of delicious food. For us as travelers, it was really special to share the festivities and welcome the new year with these kind families. It was a home away from home for us.
4, 3, 2, 1.
That's it for this episode. Join us next time as we drive on Argentina's famous Ruta de los Siete Lagos and have some adventurous times between Chile and Argentina. Make sure to subscribe to our channel to not miss an episode, and if you like this one, please let us know in the comments below. See you in 2 weeks.